Hi orchestra students, it's Mrs. Sleminski with a video for you on 4 very fun songs that you can learn this week. These are some extra songs that I thought you probably have heard, at least the first 3 for sure, maybe this 4th one too. We'll start with Happy Birthday, a song that everyone should know. Amazing Grace, I bet you've heard it. Do, Re, Mi. This is, some people know it just as Do, a Deer. It's from The Sound of Music. And the final one on the back side is from the Narnia movies. It's the main theme. So I'll walk through all 4 of those in this video. For Happy Birthday, a lot of this you can really figure out by ear. So if there's a rhythm that looks, interesting to you, or I'm not sure what to do, just look at the words. How would you sing it? And look up at what the rhythm looks like. The one kind of different thing in here is for the final Happy Birthday to you, we're using a note called C natural. And for violins and violas, that is going to be with a low 2 on top of that note. You're going to see an arrow down 2. Second finger goes here. It's not on the tape. It sneaks low, so it's like it's touching the gold, the first finger on gold tape. For cellos, it just means you are using finger 2. And that's how we get there. Sounds like this. Awesome. Amazing Grace. This uses really all notes that we've heard before. If you are in your first year of playing, if you see little curvy lines on top, you can kind of ignore those. If you're in your second year of playing or further, try to do those slurs. Again, a song that you can kind of use the words to match up if you're not really sure what it should sound like. Ready, go. In Do, Re, Mi, there's a couple of tricky things. I see them mostly in that third row from the bottom, third line from the bottom. For violins and violas, you're gonna see some marks that say arrow up 2. That's on the tape, a normal 2 on the tape. But if you see an arrow up 3, that is a high third finger. I see it on the D string for you guys. Instead of being 3 on the tape, you're gonna stretch further. A high third finger is halfway between the 3rd and 4th finger tapes. So sneak that high, it feels like a stretch between finger 2 and finger 3. Cellos, you have X2 and X4 in that same spot. It's kind of middle of that third line from the bottom. An extension for you, X2, X4 means extended 2, extended 4. And what that means is you're going to drop your fingers. There's going to be a big space between finger 1 and 2. You're going to put so 1 stays on gold. Finger 2 goes where finger 3 used to be. So you're kind of gaining an extra finger, gaining the space of an extra finger so that you can stretch a little further and have extended 2 and an extended 4. That means your pinky, as a cello player, finger 4, should land 1 finger width above your normal 4th finger spot. Finger 3 will be on the 4th finger old spot. Okay. And that's kind of what's happening in that spot. Listen to how it sounds. Again, if you know what the song sounds like, that really helps. 2, ready, go. flip your music over. And we have the Narnia main theme. This song has a new rhythm in it called triplets. If you look at their handwritten note below the music, it says notes with 3 notes and a little 3 on top are triplets, 3 notes inside of 1 beat. They're a little faster than a pair of 1/8 notes where it's 2 notes in 1 beat. Here's another song where if you aren't super familiar with it, listen to a recording, you listen to this, or listen to a recording of the soundtrack to get it in your head. How fast is a triplet? I think that will really help. I'm gonna be playing I'm gonna do the viola set right now. For violins, sometimes your sound will go up where you hear the violas go low, but it's still the same note names. It's just a higher or lower version. Here too, look for some low 2s. And that's kind of the main note difference. There's a spot where there's gonna be a low 1 for violins and violas, and that does mean taking your first finger and then sliding it backwards. You want it to be lower than that gold tape, not higher. You're not going a higher sound, but a lower sound. So it's halfway between the gold tape and what's called the nut, that bend of your string right there. So right half in the middle. Cellos will have an extension backwards. It's the same idea, just going halfway between the gold tape and the nut. Narnia. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.